Hey everyone, in this video we're going to be doing an install on a KEMIMOTO backup light. Now this is for a Polaris Ranger. This specific model is for a 2018 to 2023, but they make other models. I got this on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description where you can get it. This is basically just a reverse light so that when you're reversing, you can let everyone else know you're reversing, but also so it'll provide some kind of light source. The reason we got this was just so we don't back up into other vehicles or into a tree. It's really dark out here. We live in the country, on a farm. There's lots of obstacles in the yard. We don't want to hit anything, so that's the reason to get this. These are pretty cheap. They're about $40. And it's plug and play. You just got to bolt it on. So let's go ahead and take it out of the box, see what we're working with, and install it. We have some instructions here, and we're going to look over this because I have no idea where this is supposed to go or plug in. But it tells you here, and it gives you the size of the screws and nuts. Comes with a couple screws and a couple washers and nuts. And here's the light itself. Looks nice, real clean. Has a little plug here. Plug in your stuff. Alright, so I'm in the back of my side-by-side underneath. Now, this is a Northstar edition, and I just looked into it, and of course, this isn't supported on a Northstar edition, which is kind of terrible, but that's an oversight. It is what it is. Generally, there's a plate here on a normal Polaris Ranger XP 1000 or 900 that is you're gonna have a screw hole, and you just mount your little bracket here, and then what you do is you put your lights on there like this, or up like that rather. There is a plug here, and what we're gonna do here is we're gonna see if this is actually compatible with this unit. I'm gonna unplug this plug. This is just plugged into nothing, and I'm gonna plug these two together. And then I'm going to just turn this on. Now I'm going to just set this here for now. It's not recommended to put things on top of your muffler, but this is just to see if it works. So it is definitely most compatible electronically. It's just mounting this is kind of a pain. So let's get in here and let's see if we can figure it out. I'm going to unplug this for now, and we'll come back to that part later. Put it back on here, put the dust cap back on so if I don't use it, it doesn't get all muddy. Let's take this out and see if we can fab something up. I could make something. I'm going to make something to make this work. There's no doubt about that. So here would probably be the most ideal spot. Now, let me just throw this big long screw bolt in here just to kind of see how much space I got to work with. So I have this much space, pretty much there. And it's pretty close to my muffler, which means it'll get a little bit warm. So I'd like to have it up a little higher if I can, like up here. But I need a spacer to pop that out, like a pretty good sized one. If I have it down here, I might be able to put something in here with a big washer in the back and hold it, and that's pretty much centered. It's not perfectly centered. Center would be directly on this right here, and I'm not drilling any holes. That's not something we're doing today. I'm not drilling holes in my frame for a $30 light. It's not happening. But I can make something, like I said, a big fender washer back here just to hold pressure on it, and that would work. Then put a spacer on there. I might need to get a bigger bolt, which is fine. I got a ton of bolts laying around, and yeah, let's see what we can find. I'm back. I happened to find a bolt with a lock nut on it, And it's about the same size, a little bit shorter, which is what I needed, of the original pin, the longer pin for the light. What I did was I found a fender washer and I drilled a hole big enough for it to go on here. And then I drilled a couple, I found a 1x4 for a spacer, and I drilled that in here as well. And since the screw's so long, I got 2 of them in here. So this is what it's going to look like, sort of. It's not going to go on in this order, but it's going to go on here. And this is what's going to, come on. This is what's going to hold it on there. Now this fender washer is going to go on the other side. Let's go ahead and install this and see if it works. What I'm going to do too, it's Sunday, nothing's open around here. I'm going to go to Lowe's or somewhere like that, and I'm going to get a couple Simpson brackets. They're just pieces of metal for framing. And then I'll get appropriate length screw or bolt, and I'll just go ahead and put this on here with metal. Wood is going to rot over time, and this gets wet a lot because it's on the bottom undercarriage. Let's go ahead and get this on. That's on there pretty tight. Let's see if this fits. Come on. Hey, look at that, it works. This just comes with a lock washer, not a lock nut, so just got to make sure this is nice and tight and it'll stay on there. These are 9/16. Or 14mm or bolt. So I got it flat. You can angle it up like this, the way it's set up, but we're not going to do that. That's how it looks. Going to plug this in, see if there's any, if we need to put a zip tie on here for any reason. Looks like we might need to. I'm going to try to like get it up and around here so it's not hanging on this exhaust. Put it back here. If I can tuck it back there. Yeah, it looks like I can. So we'll have it tucked in the back. Yeah, it's not going to hit the exhaust or anything like that. So you can put a zip tie on there if you'd like to, but I don't think it needs it. And there it is, it works. So what we'll do is tonight, I'll come out here and I'll show you what it looks like all illuminated. I think this is going to be excellent for what I needed it for. That is a huge difference from what it was before. I can see pretty much everything behind me while I'm in the car. It's nuts. Look at how bright that goes all the way out there. That's like 100 feet at least. So definitely worth it. Little snafu on my part for not reading the description to make sure it fit my vehicle, but hey, we got it to work. Give this product an A+. I'll put a link in the description, so if you're looking for one to fit a 2018 to 2022 or 23 Northstar Ranger XP non-Northstar edition. Thanks for watching.